Welcome back to the basement, the friendliest place on YouTube, Twilight Princess Day. And you know what? We realized it's a little hard in hero mode to fight the final bosses in the final temple without some kind of healing potions.
That's right, Ted. So you're going to want to get somewhere where you can hide and change into a real boy. And,
oh, someone will see me.
Yeah.
Since when have I always cared about that? Come on.
You know, there's a button for it right on the touchscreen of the gamepad.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Isn't that so nice?
It's so convenient when you remember it.
It's so convenient when you're standing in the right spot. Also, if you stand in that water, you'll heal up too.
Ooh.
So our goal, guys, is to fill our hearts, and it won't work if you're jumping, is to fill our hearts and to fill our jars with things that will fill our hearts, and then go back to the Palace of Twilight and get some stuff done. Because we're getting close to the end of this game, and frankly, we're kind of excited about that. It's been a great game, and it'll be fun to finish. Screw that last half a heart.
Have we been playing this game for over a year?
Yes, it came out on.
Oh my gosh!
It came out on March 4th, 2016, and you may remember, it came in the mail via Amazon.
I remember that on the day.
And you came over, and we played for like 7 hours or something.
Wow.
Yeah, you
All
got
hearts
lots
in
of
one
roops.
gulp?
No, buy the blue.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we got what, 8, 13, 14 hearts? Something like that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 16 hearts. How many jars do we have? I don't know. And fill as many jars as you can with blue. And then I suppose, guys, dwellers, will save and go back to the Palace of
That's it.
Palace of Twilight.
2 jars.
3 jars. They're all full. Because one's an R? Or is that...
No, that's this one. So we have a total of 2 jars. One is selected.
Man, we only have 2 jars. Basement dwellers, where's the other 2 jars?
Yeah, I'm sure they know.
Keen-Eye Gaming. Where are the other 2 jars?
Yeah, you've been following us this whole time.
You have to know which jars we have, though. Yeah. Well, I know what we're going to title this episode. No, someone will see you. Since we've seen that 3 times already. Okay, so back to the Palace of Twilight, armed with our goodies.
Desert Province up here, right? Mirror Chamber. Yes.
Oh, I just went to take a sip of coffee, and all I got is a sip of nothing.
Oh, that's the worst. Well, it could be worse.
Yeah, what if there was lava in my coffee cup or bees? Oh, urine. Hey, you're in my coffee cup. Get out.
Okay, would you rather have a cup of lava, a cup of bees, or a cup of urine?
Oh, who's urine? That's important.
I suppose.
Are the bees
Is it like a
dead?
hobo? Hobo's urine? I'm getting close to that.
Are they
Hepatitis C.
Are they fuzzy bees?
Hold on, I thought of this joke earlier. A pirate's urine? No. Hepatitis C, like S-E-A-R.
Oh, I thought you were going to go with hepatitis R.
That's not a kind of hepatitis.
So we went through the one on the right. Did we go through the one on the left?
Yeah, I think we did, because we've got a glowy sword now.
Oh, yeah, you do. Okay, so we can go forward.
Boom, we can cut through this. Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Yeah, the way upward is the way forward. Who sings that? Some sort of lady? Doesn't sound like something a guy would sing. Yeah.
Hey, get out of here, you trumpet bird.
Alright, you gotta charge her up and do the spinny spin. Yeah. And strike while the iron's hot, while the cloud is away.
I heard you say strike while the iron's hot in a previous video.
When the cloud's away, the link will play. Had you ever heard that before?
I had, but I just remember thinking to myself, man, Peter's full of all these like strange quips that I don't hear very super often.
Well, I usually only say it if I'm in dire straits.
Yeah, you gotta stay even keeled, you know.
Wow, good job. I knew once I told that joke several times you'd remember both punchlines.
I do like being able to run and swing my sword at the same time. Zelda looks so cool when you do that.
It really does. You're talking about, okay, let's make a list of pros. Let's make a list of...
Oh, that's a good idea. Ways that Twilight Princess is better
than Breath of the Wild.
Okay.
1.
Lots of special items. There aren't really special. There are like weapons and stuff, but there's not like a lot of
like items that
hook
open up
shot
the way.
or items that just make, they could have introduced the hook shot at some point and just made it so like you could climb up some hills better or do some things, but I suppose like it would have just hindered a lot of things too to need the hook shot to get across a lot of things,
Yeah.
They could have introduced, in my opinion, a couple special items, just a couple that opened up some different areas.
Well, yeah, I mean, they did 5, but they did them on the plateau.
Right. I mean, the cool thing about the way they did it, though, is everything was doable. Like, literally everything was doable.
Right away.
Right away. We've done this.
Yes. Yes. Well, you missed the platform. There you go. Okay. Actual pros. You can run and swing your sword. This game came out earlier. Oh, remember waiting approximately 9 gazillion years for Breath of the Wild to come out?
That's true.
Remember when it was Zelda U?
Oh man, that trailer with the giant spider. Like I was saying before, like there are lots of special items in this. Like that is one thing I kind of did miss.
Okay.
In Breath of the Wild is just like a lack of, because every item in a Zelda game is kind of like, oh, I'm that much stronger,
Yeah.
It has something to do with like your character development.
I always really enjoyed like passing
arsenal.
by something that you obviously knew how to get through, but you knew that you couldn't. You lacked the item. And that was easier to do in 2D. Like I'm thinking of the original game where you pass by a heart container out in the water and you know there's just no way to get it. But then later, you get an item that lets you cross a 1 link width of water at a time. And immediately your brain goes to that spot in the overworld. Now I can get that heart container.
Right.
Like that's cool, but I've kind of felt that's been lost since 3D games.
Yeah.
Or at least it's not as potent, In the 3D games, it's a lot of like ambiguousness. Like, can I get over there? I'm not sure. Can I,
And then you try a bunch of
items,
different ways and times and stuff.
and then you conclude you can't, and then you get an item. You wait for the item that's gonna let you do it, but turns out you could. You didn't do the unintuitive thing that it actually was.
Right. Am I not killing them? Or just knocking them off?
Well, I think there's a bunch of them. So I believe where it dropped you off, it's not a return trip, but that'll be a new platform that takes you
Yeah.
further along the linear
I feel
path.
like in some ways, Breath of the Wild's departure from a linear gameplay thing really was, I mean, obviously it was really, really well done. It's probably my favorite Zelda game, including the original,
Why did we take this way? You just need to go through that door on the right.
Oh yeah, or do I need to go through that?
What?
Or do I need to go through that waterfall?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I think there was just stuff behind there.
It's just like a little shelf
Yeah.
with some
But
enemies.
just like thinking back to the original Zelda, it was non-linear,
Right.
but it still had those items. So it's non-linear, but also there was plot progression, but it wasn't as necessary that you did it all in that way, I guess. I don't know how to.
Oh, you got into the darkness too far.
So what I'd like to see in the next Zelda game would be more like Breath of the Wild with a little bit of the special item thing thrown in.
Okay. So not perfectly unlinear, but you didn't take the platform up.
Oh, dang it. I keep forgetting that that's what this does. It doesn't open other things up. It just gives you a platform. Yeah, not completely non-linear.
So, for example, for someone who's unfamiliar with the first Zelda... Oh, okay, trial and error. You gotta keep track of which ones you try.
Well, this is
Wait, hold on. That might do... Okay. You
this
don't
is a
know
stupid
if it's gonna...
challenge. It's not really a challenge. It's just
Okay, so do you remember which one that one is?
Yeah, it was the one behind me.
Okay.
Now, we'll take this one next.
So with the first Zelda game, there's 9 dungeons. The first 8 have to be done before you can do the 9th. So it's not perfectly non-linear. You have to do those first 8 before you do the 9th. And then also, like, you can't complete the 5th until you get the item from the 4th. So there's some like prerequisite, I guess would be the right word. And with Breath of the Wild, it just feels like there aren't any.
I mean, they had an order in mind when they made it. I think the reason why people went outside the order was
in Zelda 1.
Yeah, I think people went outside the order, and it wasn't like the creators were like, "Oh, we didn't expect that they would do that." A little bit. Like,
sure.
I think they had an idea of what people were going to attempt to do.
Yeah, there were some poorly written, vague
Darn,
clues.
was this the wrong way? Just gave us a rupee instead.
Do you stand on that with your iron boots or something?
It does look like a switch. Let's try it.
But I remember when I was a kid and I didn't know where all the dungeons were and stuff. It's like, if I found one and it wasn't the next, because it says when you go in level 1, level 2, if it wasn't the next number, I would just, oh, you're a wolf. I'm
a real boy.
I would be like, well, I'm here. Let's see how far I can get. Let's see if I can get a piece of the Triforce and a heart container.
Right, yeah, I've already made it.
Because it's important to grab everything you can while you can. And you might not remember where, this Dungeon 3 is the next time,
Right.
Because you have to do them in order, so then you leave 3 and then you go do 2. Oh, you could grappling hook that. Or just jump for it, I guess. That was the right decision. But it's interesting that they stuck the grappling hook thing there. I think you're on your way now, but you'll wanna strike while the iron's hot.
No.
Oh, it's one of those guys. Oh, thank goodness he missed. I think you can just jump to that. Oh, there you go. Oh, that'll do. Dude, you gotta take that dude out, Zant. Crush you like an ant.
Is he dead?
Yep.
All right.
Nice work.
Okay, jump across that.
I don't know. Why don't you look around for claw shot thingies? Yeah,
I found it.
I think there's one hanging from the ceiling too. Yeah, and then that one moving up there. So this will be like a room reset. Oh, don't you wish you had a paraglider?
That'd make things so much easier, right?
A little cheesier, I suppose.
So much easier.
Soma is a word, right? Does it mean something, or is it like just a name?
So much easier.
Or is it like a foreign word?
Darn you, Zant head! Oh, this is annoying.
All right, next time in Twilight Princess, we'll be at the top of that room.
That sounds like a great
We're not going to
plan.
make you guys watch us climb it. If you have thoughts on which Zelda game is better or worse than which other Zelda game, any games, any reasons, leave them in the comments below. And if we highly agree or highly disagree with your comment, we will surely possibly reply. We do read all the comments.
Yeah.
We reply to many of them.
It's true, we try to reply to a ton of them.
And we are a bit happy about this. We're reaching the point where it's starting to become unmanageable to reply to every single comment. So, guys, reply to each other's comments. If someone says something that makes your blood boil, let them know about it in a nice way. Say, I disagree with your Zelda opinion, sir, and I respect your opinion, even though it's wrong. Hey, until next time, Basement Dwellers, we think that you are better at getting to the top of infuriating Zant rooms than...
monkey with a golden sword mixed batch of raisins in the basement.